Okay, let's move on. And India has a new Chief Justice after Justice DY Chandrachud's retirement. Justice Sanjiv Khanna today took oath as the 51st Chief Justice of India at the Rashtrapati Bhavan. He will remain in office till 13th May 2025 when he turns 65. Ashmit is joining us to give us more details on that. Ashmit?
Well, an important day here, especially for the Indian judiciary, especially here for the Apex Court. 51st Chief Justice of India, Justice Sanjiv Khanna, assumes office after he was sworn in by President Draupadi Murmu in the presence of the Prime Minister, in the presence of the Defence Minister. He's taken charge already as the CJI. And importantly, he's one man who's made waves in his journey to the Apex Court. He started off as an advocate in 2004, got elevated as a High Court judge. And then, interestingly, in 2019, he was elevated as a Supreme Court judge. The reason that was interesting is because despite the principle of seniority, he was bumped up to the Apex Court when there were 33 judges across various high courts who were senior to him. And also importantly, he had never served as a Chief Justice of any high court, yet he found favor with the collegium back then, was elevated here to the Apex Court. But ever since moving to the Apex Court in 2019, he has been making waves. He's been a part of various important benches. Mind you, he was also a part of the same bench as Justice Chandrachud, which upheld the abrogation of Article 370, which upheld the stripping of statehood from J&K. He was also importantly a part of the bench that struck down the electoral bonds as being unconstitutional. He was also responsible for granting Arvind Kejriwal interim bail at the time for 2024 Lok Sabha elections. He was also responsible for issuing directions for striking down the petitions which had sought to challenge the redevelopment process that we saw in the national capital, especially in the Central Vista region. He's also responsible for coming out with a judgment which rejected the applications that had sought for 100% EVM VVPAT verification. So he's been a part of various important cases. He will continue to do so, of course, in his future term here as the CJI. But important to point out that his term here at the top court will be brief. He has about 6 months available with him. He's set to retire on May 13th next year. That's 2025.
Okay, thank you so much for the update there, Ashmit.